I wish you guys would have seen that. It was a beautiful bird. How are you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Here we speak the truth and nothing but the truth. And here we are our true authentic self, right? And no one can judge us. No one can judge you. No one can, right? As long as you're a good person, well, no one can judge you, period, right? But as long as you're a good person, you will know that you cannot be judged. Therefore, that will reflect on your outside world, and you will move according to how you feel, because nobody could tell you anything when you're on the right side of God, on the right side of the universe, on the right side of karma, and also on the right side of the wheel of fortune. Remember how I told you guys that I was cleaning out my Instagram, and yeah, like from like 600 and something people, now I'm only following like 280 something. But it's crazy to me how the hidden snakes always reveal themselves. That same day that I unfollowed, that I, did that cleaning for my Instagram, this person that I was friends with, but they are friends with, the people that I blocked out of my life. And they never reached out to me asking how I was doing or none of that, like the rest. Tell me why he DMs me. He's like, wow, you really unfollowed me. I've been nothing but supportive and blah blah. First off, you haven't been supportive. Second, you haven't been there for me. Third, how did you realize that so fast? Literally like a few hours after I did it. And I didn't reply. But then his twin brother wants to comment something on one of my videos where I look bomb as fuck, right? And he's like, tired. Dude, these people, like, literally they have no souls. Like, they're like, every day of the week they wake up, they drink, they drink for lunch, they drink for dinner, and everybody in the community knows them as that. So what do? I just block, because it was already funny to me how I cleaned out my grass again. I cut out my grass again, this time from social media, from Instagram, and the snakes just poop reveal themselves. Along those people that I unfollowed, right? Or other people, like I said, right? I don't necessarily have to have beef with anyone to unfollow, right? I did my Instagram cleaning because I had so many people there that I no longer speak to. So why am I gonna have you there, right? You should not be getting offended, especially if I go through the DMs and there's nothing for like years. But you start to see people's like bitterness in people's how they truly are, Um, and so this time, right, it was a family that I lived with when I lived in Sacramento, and it's so crazy to me because I've been having dreams about them, but I couldn't like put it together, right? And yeah, one of the sisters sends me a DM. Wow, you really unfollowed me? Literally yesterday, right after my meditation. And that was the universe's way. It was God's way of telling me, this one, you have to get to the core of it. And I put it all together. Right? When I lived in Sacramento, these people had saints all over their house, right? They had very like Santa Muerte, very like voodoo, low vibrational spiritual practices. And I never really thought, they could also try and send something my way. But the fact that I had just meditated, right? And a few days before that, in my dreams, I seen her sister that passed away, which we literally graduated together. And I was like the last photo that she had posted on Instagram during our graduation. And she was telling me something, right? Because I connect with her in different ways. She's a true friend. But yeah, her sister DMs me, and then she tries to use this like manipulation tactic, like, oh, I'm sure so and so wouldn't appreciate that, talking about her dead sister. And I thought to myself, if only she knew that her sister's with me. But she doesn't need to know that. And then she sends another message all in that. But that's not what I was messaging you for. I was trying to see how your mom and grandma were doing, and then a smiley face. And that's when I use discernment. Like, this bitch is really doing spell work with her witchy mom and her witchy sisters. And they also have my personal information because I lived there as well, right? Crazy how people could follow you, right, for like a big amount of your life and you not even know about it until you become spiritually awakened, until you become aware of the spiritual gifts that you've always had. The fact that she said, I wonder how your mom and grandma are doing, it's like she was trying to check if her spell work was working. She hasn't asked me anything in like 2 to 3 years. And the fact that I unfollowed her, and she literally sent that right away, especially after my meditation, especially after I've been having visions of what they were doing, especially right after I was just chilling with her sister, right, in the ethers. Do you not know that if you're evil, your ancestors, people that have passed away from your family, are not confirmation, are not going to be on your side. In fact, she wanted me to know what you guys were also doing. And this goes bigger than that, right? Because I lived with them. That family was very witchy. And yes, I lived with them for a year or two. But you could be living with the devil and not know it's the devil. Right? But because of my foresight, now I'm able to see past through any illusions. And I'll still be chill about it. But what I was gonna say, dude, I swear, like, I wasn't even gonna reply. And then the Holy Spirit just literally grabbed my phone, right? And typed, "Don't be fake, girl. How's that magic backfiring?" And then I wrote like little emojis. I'm blocked. And I don't follow anymore. I'm blocked. It's crazy how you just like. Oh, and before I left from Sacramento, right, they knew what I've always wanted to do. Music, with the arts. They were trying to stop me too. Oh, but trying to cause chaos and conflict. And now that also makes sense. So imagine. And also too, right, I remember that guy's partner, right, that I told you guys a story about, who's connected with, everything that's been happening this last year. He would tell me how him and his family would always go to Sacramento frequently to visit their family in Sacramento. Sacramento, what are you doing? What have you been planning against reypapi Sacramento?